Now, hold on one second. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No sound at all. I'm still getting. All right, it's a work in progress, guys. Now, hold on one second. Now I think you can hear me because I just heard myself. And there we go. Rachel Barron, Elena, Heather, thank you guys for coming on. Bethany, I'm sorry. That was a cool intro. You know what I'm going to do? Let's start it over. Hold on a second. We're going to go back. Right? Because the way I started was I said hello. And it is my job to stomp out the resistance. See, that's fun. Sarah, thank you for coming on. And now the mask is still talking as I talk through it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I had to do it over again because it was, that's a fun thing. I got it for, actually my daughter got it from Santa Claus this past Christmas. So Chris Yancic, what's up, buddy? Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Carlos, thanks. I hope the sound sounded cool when it went through there. That was pretty neat. Linda Morgan Hart, hello. Thank you for coming on. Hello from Pennsylvania. I am from Pennsylvania, if you don't know that. Chris, my dad, I haven't spoken to him in a while. Or I should say, I haven't spoken to him in a while. I didn't hit the button that time. I just let it go. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for coming on. It's good to see everybody. It's Thursday night, 7:30 something, 7:33. Thank you for coming on. It's a lot of fun for you guys to be here. Well, it's not a lot of fun for you to be here. It's a lot of fun for me to have you here. Kurt Cole, Chris says let it go. My mom, Kurt, thank you for coming on. My mom, Patricia Gramling, thank you for coming on. Yes, that is my mom. Heather, you said it's a hot day? No, hot, beautiful day. 85 degrees Fahrenheit in Canada? That does not seem like it could possibly be true. Listen, guys, I'm going to be a pain in your butt right away. I want to ask you to, somewhere down here is a share button. Please, why did I say button like that? Button. That's not how I talk at all. Please share that for me. Please share this video. I really appreciate it. 92 degrees in Canada tomorrow, Heather. That's insane to me. I always thought it was, like frozen in Canada with Kristoff and Sven and Olaf. And yeah, Kurt says it's 103 in Las Vegas at 4:30 p.m. That is insane to me. I've actually never been to Vegas. That's one place that I need to get to. As a travel agent, it seems like I should have been there already. I haven't been there. I do have to visit though. I'm not a big gambler. I don't love gambling, so we'll get there. I'll get to Vegas eventually. So thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for joining me. This is a lot of fun. These are always a lot of fun to catch up with you guys on Thursdays and see how everybody's doing and see what the big topics are of the week. I think Chris is saying himself that he himself is awesome. I agree. He's awesome. He's a good dude. Bethany says it's close to 100 in Florida. Yeah, and the humidity, which is a pain. When I was there a couple weeks ago, it was 93, 94. The humidity wasn't that bad, though. I was really surprised. Sitting in the, walking in the shade, I was, moderate to severe sweat, but not straight severe sweat. So it was pretty good. Let's see. Rachel Barron, happy birthday. It is your birthday today. She bought some new Disney stuff for her birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. That is awesome. 23, 22. I don't know how old you are. I'm going to guess something like that. Carlos says, Kenny Rogers is a gambler. That's absolutely true. Little known fact about me, I love me some Kenny Rogers. My mom, Patty Gramlich, who is on here right now, will attest to that fact. I love Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers is awesome. The Gambler is a great song. So Rachel, I don't believe that you're older than 23, so I want to say happy 23rd birthday. Carly, welcome. Thank you for coming on. You missed my Kylo Ren mask, so I may have to do it again later. Elena De Stefano, I think I said thank you for coming on, but thank you again. But Rachel says I'm a favorite of hers right now. Elena, it was beautiful here in Philadelphia today. It was insanely nice here today. So, well, I'm not in Philadelphia, but I'm close. Grew up in northwest Philadelphia, born and raised. Roxborough is where I spent most of my days. So, I don't know if you know where that is, Elena, if you're a Roxborough person, but that's where I grew up. All right, so let's get down to business. And if anyone's ever said that to you, what is the first thing you think of? It's let's get down to business to defeat. And then I want you to answer that. Finish that statement. Let's get down to business to defeat whom? And if you're a true Disney fan, you'll know what the heck I am talking about. If you're not, you're going to think that I'm crazy. Carly, thank you. Katie Perez, welcome. And you were correct, Katie. It is Mulan. Defeat the Huns. Heather Hillman, thank you for coming on. Rachel Barron says the Hans, which is close. I assume that's a lot of Hans from Frozen. So you got to watch out for that because that would be a very deceitful bunch. I'm making myself laugh. And if you don't know me by now, you may never know me. And I'm making myself laugh again. But the Hans is very, very funny. So somebody said they liked my shirt. Yeah, so this is a cool one. I got the TTC, the Transportation and Ticket Center shirt. I got it in orange to kind of match the signs. So I was excited about that. This is kind of a cool shirt. Corny jokes aside, as I grasp and don't do well trying to find words. First things first, guys. I want to ask you guys for a favor right off the bat. Again, thank you all for being on tonight. I appreciate it. So here's what I did today. Okay, I made a new page on my website. It's Ear to Their Travel let's get that right. eartotheirtravel.com/iTunes. And that is where you can go to get a step-by-step tutorial to subscribe, to review, and to rate, and to leave a comment, for the podcast. So please, if you don't mind, if you haven't done it, if you haven't left Facebook Live, people. Sometimes a burp happens and you can't help it. Jenny Bernier, thank you for coming on. And Jenny, thank you for the referral. You're awesome. And your cousins are booking a trip, so that's very cool. So Facebook.com. No, yeah, that's incorrect. eartotheirtravel.com/iTunes is where you can go and you can review, rate, and subscribe to the podcast. So I'd really appreciate it if you would do that. That will help me get the word out, help more people know about the show. If you haven't done it yet, please do that. You'd be doing me a great favor. And it may come up again tonight before this video is over. So, yeah, do that if you don't mind. Misty, everyone, thank you so much for sharing the video. Amanda Lou, my sister, not my sister from another mother, my actual sister, thank you for coming on. Everyone give a hand to Amanda, people. Everybody clap it up for Amanda. Newly married. Not that newly, but in November. Her and her awesome husband PJ, are just the coolest people ever. So please say hi to Amanda. She's awesome, and she's here to support me, so it's very, very nice. So let's talk about Disney, right, guys? So you're gonna see me scrolling up here. I have my phone here, my iPad here, my live video here. Got a lot of stuff going on. So if you see me scrolling, don't worry about it. I'm just doing my thing. You guys kind of hang out. Lots of fun stuff happening in Walt Disney World right now, right? Memorial Day weekend kicked off this past weekend. Lots and lots of cool stuff going on. Let me ask you a question to get it started. What is your favorite thing to do in Walt Disney World over the summer? Amanda Lou responds, "We are pretty awesome. Don't get ahead of yourself." Listen, I love you guys both, but that's, don't get cocky. So I make myself laugh all day, and it's a good quality to have, I think. So, my question is to you: besides hiding from the sun and running from air conditioner to air conditioner, like I do in Walt Disney World in the summer, what is your absolute favorite thing to do in Walt Disney World in the summer? Or you can say Disney Cruise or Disneyland. I'll accept that. Or Adventures by Disney, if you want to be one of like 35 people who have taken an Adventures by Disney trip in the past. Because, listen, those trips are amazing, but they are also, I don't want to scare people away, but they're guided tours. They're expensive. So, but they are, if you are looking for a guided tour of Europe or of the Caribbean or of, anywhere in the world with Disney style service, it really is the best thing you could ever do. So we're getting some answers here. Drink Around the World, Misty Shores. Can't disagree with that. Heather has never been here in the summer, been to Walt Disney World in the summer. I guess, excuse me, being from Canada, yeah, it doesn't really mix. Temperatures over like 20 degrees Celsius for Canadians don't really work. Rachel says the Dole Whips, Dole Whips are an awesome way to cool down in the summer. Absolutely. My mom thinks Mexico and drink margaritas and eat nachos. That is speaking my language, I have to say. What else we got here? Bethany says swim and dunk into the stores for air conditioning. Yeah, listen, air conditioner, air conditioner, air conditioner. I walk into the Magic Kingdom, and I just go straight into the Emporium, walk all the way through the shops in the AC, make a left and go to Adventureland, and like kind of duck and cover and run to Pirates to get to the air conditioning queue. That's what I do. So I don't know what you guys do. Spike Stanton, what is up, buddy? Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Heather says 27 degrees Celsius. So that's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I didn't do that math, by the way. That's her doing the math. I don't know. I don't know Celsius. I just took a guess. So, all right. So that's what I like to do in the summer. Thank you guys for responding for what you do in the summer. What's Walt Disney World have going on this summer? Well, I am so happy you asked. Let me tell you. Sarah Cook Pierce, thank you for coming on. Only time in the summer was 15 years ago on your honeymoon. Well, that's good for you, actually, because it gets hot. And we go in the summer often. I thought a couple of years ago, and I should have known better because I lived in Florida for a while. My wife, Amy, and I took the kids down to Walt Disney World in September, which might have been the hottest trip we've ever had. It was blazing. It was insane. So yeah, listen, I want you to go and I want you to have fun, but I also want you to ask me. And if you can, if the summer is your time to go, obviously that's when you go. But if you can go in a time when it's not 99 degrees with 100% humidity, you might want to do that too. So Elena says she does that too. She runs from AC to AC. That's the way to handle that trip, man. You're there, May, June, July, August, September. You run from air conditioner to air conditioner. That's the only way to do it. Missy says Kali River Rapids. I don't ride Kali River Rapids ever. Like, ever. I have this weird thing, right, where I can't stand to be soaked. It bothers me. I can't do like wet. The t-shirt's the worst. But I can't do wet shorts or socks I can't do it. So, yeah. Missy says, drink lots of water and sunscreen. All right. The practical, sensical answer is water and sunscreen, of course. So what is going on in Walt Disney World this summer? So, Jenny Bernier says she's been so many times this summer. It feels weird when she visits and the weather is nice. Excuse me. Yeah. When you go, and I think you were there in the winter, right, Jenny? So That's the best time to go. If you can get a winter trip, that's absolutely the best. It's the weather. If you're looking at weather in the 70s or 80s, even the 60s in Walt Disney World, oh my, that's perfect. That's why I love Disneyland, right? You go, it's it's in the 70s all the time. It's beautiful. I love Disneyland. No humidity. The weather's unbelievable. My mom says, sorry, you have a lot of weird things. Listen, Mom, I'm not blaming that on you, but I do. I have some weird hang-ups. I don't know where exactly they come from, but they come from somewhere. So, Spike, thank you for the share. And that is not Mrs. Phil. That is my mom. Rach, or Elena, you say my mom is funny. Please don't encourage her. All right. I snorted. Did anybody hear that? Did anybody hear me snort? Okay. So let's get into it. I still haven't gotten my first topic yet because I'm responding to so many comments. So, Frozen Summer Games are returning to Blizzard Beach this summer. Okay. I'm looking at my notes and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. May 26th is when the Blizzard Summer Games, Frozen Summer Games, start at Blizzard Beach. I'm laughing hysterically, by the way, at Spike. Spike, don't worry about it. My mom is at home watching on Facebook. My wife is about 12 feet that way with the kids, with the soundproof room. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but it's a very easy mistake to make. So if you were going to Blizzard Beach this summer, you can go participate in the Frozen Summer Games. You can either join Team Kristoff or Team Olaf, which is fun. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Character greetings, where you can meet the Frozen characters. Olaf or Kristoff, like I mentioned. That's pretty much what you get. You don't get princesses at Blizzard Beach, man. Don't expect Anna and Elsa to show up at Blizzard Beach. They're not going to. You're getting Olaf and Kristoff. You're getting the P team, but still fun. So you can join Team Kristoff, join Team Olaf to participate in a variety of activities. I'm reading this directly from my phone, so you can tell that I'm like on script mode. From ice pal relays and a snowball toss, to ski pole limbo and slide races, it's going to be a blast, is what Disney wants me to say. So my question is this: will you hit the water parks this summer? Because you will be, or will you be, in Walt Disney World? If you will be in Walt Disney World this summer, will you go to the water parks? I am still pretending that the water parks don't exist for my children. Don't tell them. If you see me in the parks, don't let them know that there are water parks in Walt Disney World. They don't know. They have no idea. I hear somebody saying my name outside the door. They're knocking. I'm going to let it... You know what? I was going to leave a vote up, but I'm not going to. I'm going to bring whoever it is in. We'll see what's going on. Hold on one second. Was somebody out here? Come here. You? What's going on? Come on in. You want to say hello? Got people watching. You want to say hello? No? Alright, I'll see you guys soon. I have people online. You don't even have a shirt on. I'm working right now. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye. Alright, so the problem there was my son didn't have his shirt on, so I'm not going to bring him on the podcast without a shirt. So, anyway, if you're going to go to the water parks, let me know. Katie, thank you for coming on. Nancy O'Kelly, thank you for coming on. Welcome. You missed the Kylo Ren mask, which was a super big deal, I think. But thank you for coming. Nancy, I still owe you an email about the blog, and I will get back to you. I'm sorry, this is a very, very busy week for me, but I will get back to you. And if anybody else is Bethany, I'm sorry, says he's pulling a Hercules. Yeah, he came to the door in no shirt, a pair of shorts, and a blanket. So I wasn't up for bringing him on the live video. But Nancy, I will get back to you tomorrow about the blog. And if anyone else is interested, listen, I'd love to hear from you guys for blog writers. I cannot pay anything for a blog writer, but if you would like to have your blog out there and reach, a few thousand people, I'd love to talk to you and figure something out if you're interested. Obviously, it's going to be Disney based. It's going to be Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, that kind of thing. But if you're a writer, if you enjoy writing, if you want to, get your blog seen by, you may have a much bigger audience than I do. I'm not sure. But if you do want to help me out, or if you want to get your blog seen, send me a text, shoot me an email. I'd be happy to talk it over with you. So anyway, what else is happening in Walt Disney World this summer? My mom says she might blog. Mom, you have to apply just like everyone else. So if you want to blog, send me your first sample article tonight, and I will let you know what I think. All right, so I'm laughing at myself again, but that was funny. So what else is going on so far this summer? Pandora, right? You guys know the world of Avatar has had extremely long lines this week to get started, right? There have even been lines to get into the land, which is crazy. It makes sense, though. The land is phenomenal. Excuse me. It's awesome. You have to see it. If you don't have a trip booked, if you don't have, Pandora on the brain, and you're like, I didn't love Avatar. I don't care about the land. I didn't care about the movie. Listen. It's the best land that Disney has put together since. I don't know. I don't know how it's amazing. Rachel wants to know if you have a fast pass, can you bypass the line? Yes. They will let you into the land if you have a fast pass for a certain time. Yes, absolutely. So Katie wants to know, she says she's waiting for Star Wars Land. Me too. I cannot wait for Star Wars Land. I am really interested in seeing what Star Wars Land will look like after the Pandora opening. Because the line, the fact that it's stretching for hours just to get in is insane. The line for Flight of Passage has been, 4 hours long. The line for the Na'vi River Journey, that I can't speak sometimes. The line for the River Journey has been, 2 to 3 hours long. So it's going to be around for a while. It's going to be tough to get into for a while. So, and here's my commercial. And I'm sorry, I apologize already. But here's my commercial. If you want to go, if you want to see Pandora this summer, I'd recommend booking with a Disney travel agent. Now, it doesn't have to be me. You can book with whoever you want. But, is anyone going to have this cool office with all this stuff? Probably not. But I do know that I did the park. I worked in that park. I love that park, and I will help you absolutely for free. So, yeah, look into it. If you're going to Pandora anyway, if you're going to Disney, if you're going to Animal Kingdom, it's probably worth it to book with a Disney travel agent. We don't charge any extra money, and we will help you with your fast passes, which is a really big deal, especially now with Pandora being open. By the way, the Wilderness Explorers experience in Animal Kingdom. So that is with, did I freeze? Elena, I apologize. Kurt, looks like everybody else is going. Spike looks like it's going. Elena, I hope it's, this is going to sound terrible, but I hope it's just your computer. Because it seems like I'm still going for everybody else. So the Wilderness Explorers experience in Disney Animal Kingdom that features Doug and Russell from Up. That now there's a new badge that you can win or you can earn in Pandora. It's a botany badge. Allison Ramos Miller, welcome. Thank you for coming. Everybody say hi to Allie. She's been on the show. She's awesome. Her daughter is in the hospital right now, is just underwent surgery yesterday. So please, everyone, kind of keep her in your prayers and say hi to Allie. And please wish her well. Allie, hope Annika's doing well. But I'm laughing at the comments. I'm sorry. Yeah, Allie, go do the new Wilderness Explorers because you get a new botany badge. So that's very, very cool from Pandora. So let me ask you a question. Would you guys, who in here, who listening, who watching right now, would wait 2 hours to get into the land, to wait, 2 hours to get into Pandora, and another 4 or 5 hours for a Flight of Passage? I don't know if I would, but I loved it. I loved the attraction. I thought it was phenomenal. I'm lying. Completely lying. I would definitely wait 4 to 5 hours for that attraction. So, yeah, I said this last week, and I can't keep saying it, but it was phenomenal. I see a lot of no's. No, I wouldn't wait. Bethany Marie Miller, you've ridden the attraction. Allie Miller, you've ridden the attraction. And you guys say no. I'm actually kind of shocked. But Katie says no because she has bored kids to get bored after 15 minutes. I agree with that. So do we. But so now I'm probably a little bit biased because now that I say that I would do it, I probably wouldn't with my kids. How about this? 2 hours for Navi River journey? Would you do that? I think I'd do it. Not with my kids, but I wait. It's that good. Bethany says she's already been. She'll wait a couple years. Yeah, I know. Me too. But I'm not going to wait a couple years because I'm going to do it. We'll be back down in November, and I want to do it in November. It's that good. All right. So what else is going on in Disney these days? Jenny says nope. So yeah, I would. I mean, I think the attraction is that good. I think you should see it. If you're going, go do it. Allie says the boat ride is so special. I loved the Navi. I can't speak again. The Navi River journey. I thought it was phenomenal. It's one thing about it is if you're used to the dark rides in Walt Disney World lately, and I think I mentioned this on a podcast, but excuse me, I don't have any water. I should have thought ahead. But if you've seen the Disney dark rides that they put out lately, you look to your left, you look to your right, or your right, your left, whichever way you're looking at me here. And that's where the effects are. Well, on this one, you look over your head, and there's all kinds of stuff happening above you and off to the front of you and the sides. It's remarkable. It's so good. So Katie says she'll try in 5 years. Listen, you might have to wait that long. Excuse me. All right, so what else happened in the Disney community over the last few days? Disneyland opened Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. I don't know. I know people aren't excited about it. They weren't excited about it. They weren't excited about losing Tower of Terror out in California. DCA people were very upset that Tower of Terror was going away. Misty, yes, I will be. We'll be there in November. Right after Thanksgiving, we'll be there. So I don't know what your trip was. I forget. But we booked a trip in November for, I think, 4 or 5 days. So I think the day after Thanksgiving we get there, and then we're there for 4 nights, I believe. So anybody on here right now who wants to hang out on that trip, let me know. I'm up for it. So, and now my thing is give me some hiccups here, so I want to make sure I get the comments. Sorry, let me see. All right, hopefully the comments, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Last thing. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout opened a few days ago. Unbelievable. The ratings, the reviews, the ratings of the attraction through the roof. Guests are flipping out. The executives are flipping out. Bob Iger wrote it yesterday, I believe. Completely flipped out. Posted his thoughts on Twitter, on Instagram, I think. Loved it. Loved the attraction. He hadn't actually ridden it until yesterday, which is amazing. But loved it. Everyone loves it. Amazing, amazing attraction. Q was great. Several nods to Marvel and to Walt Disney, or to the Walt Disney Company in the attraction and the queue itself. So one thing that is super, super cool about the queue is they have the collector, right, from the movies, collected all of these specimens, and they're in a queue. So in the queue, you have Figment, You had the Abominable Snowman from the original Matterhorn. I don't know if it's the original. One of the Matterhorn Abominable Snowmen. And you had the a paper signing over the alien from the Extraterrestrial Alien Encounter by XS Tech in that queue. So that was really, really, really cool. So Misty will be there. Yeah, that's right. The last 2.5 weeks. I am sorry. I think I'm going to miss first and second weeks of November. I'm sorry. So yeah, I will miss you because we will be there in late November. We're actually spending Thanksgiving with my father-in-law with Amy's dad in West Palm Beach. So, all right. So, anyway, after reading the reviews, the results, all that stuff about Guardians of the Galaxy, are you happy that they replaced Tower of Terror with a Marvel attraction? To take it a little further, are you upset that it pretty much set in stone a Marvel land will be taking over at California Adventure pretty soon? I just want to know, I want to kind of get the temperature, what people think. Are you excited that Tower is out of there? Are you sad that Tower is out of there? I personally rode Tower in California Adventure a few times. A few years ago, my honeymoon, I think 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and never loved it. It's not Walt Disney World's Tower of Terror. It's nowhere near as good. It wasn't anywhere near as good. So I personally don't really mind that it's gone. But yeah. But anyway, so Jenny says she doesn't like it. Misty has no feelings on it. Katie says her boys might like it, but she's not happy about it. Listen, I get it. But to me, Tower at Disneyland's California Adventure, Disney's California Adventure, just wasn't anywhere near as good. Heather Hillman says, as long as they don't touch the one in Florida, I'm cool with it. I have read and I have heard from pretty high up Disney people that the one in, as my iPad dies and I can't get your comments any longer, so I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. The one in Florida in Hollywood Studios is very, very safe. It's not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. It's staying where it is. It's staying as it is. The rumors of changing that one are completely inaccurate, so don't worry about it. Okay. So, because I'm not seeing the comments, and I apologize, last week I tried to sign off, and it didn't let me sign off, which is very, very funny. So, I'm not seeing your comments. I'm going to try to get back to it. But I do have a prize to give away this week. And I know I'm not looking at you, so I will look at you now. So the prize is this. I have a not a $25, a $50 Disney gift card to give away tonight. Now, here's how we're going to do it. Let me zoom in and hopefully get the comments back. Here's how we're going to give away the $50 gift card. Let's see. I just got a couple of new people. Glenda Motes, thank you so much for coming on. Jenny Bernier says she doesn't like the proposed changes to the Hollywood area. In Disney's California Adventure, yeah, the rumor is that that may become the Marvel Land. So I get it. That's gonna upset some people. It's not what people expect when they go to, when you get to California Adventure and you go to Buena Vista Street and you see the red car trolley and the Carthay Circle Theater. And I get it. I completely get it. But Disney's gonna do what they have to do to get people in the doors, and we as paying customers kind of have to deal with it. So, all right. So here's the deal. I want more people to hear this podcast, right? The Facebook Live, the show. If you don't mind, again, I'm going to ask you one more time to share down here somewhere, to share the show, to share this episode. You don't have to do it right this second, so people don't have a better chance of winning the prize. But I'd appreciate it if you would share and let people know that this exists and they can kind of come onto the podcast as well. I appreciate that. All right. So the way to get more people to hear the podcast is to, Katie, thank you so much for sharing, is to get more subscribers on iTunes, get more ratings, get more reviews on iTunes. Rachel, thank you so much for sharing. Awesome. You guys are awesome for sharing this. I really super appreciate it. Jackie Murphy, welcome. Thank you for coming on. Misty, again, thank you for the share. You're the best. Spike, you're the best as well. Thank you for sharing. So here's what we're going to do to win that $50 gift card. Here's all you have to do. I know how many people I had at the start of this show who had liked and, who had rated and reviewed this podcast. I'm going to give it a week. So I'm going to give it to June 8th, next week, 2017. Here's what you have to do. You have to review the show, rate the show on iTunes, and then send me a message. Let me know that you did, so you're entered, because I won't know from your screen name on iTunes that you rated and reviewed the show. So rate the show, review the show. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the show, and I will get one random person out of those entries that will be the winner of the $50 gift card. It's that easy. Go to eartothere.travel/iTunes. There's a step-by-step instruction on how to rate and review the show right there. I'm talking like Clinton, or I did not have blank. But I don't know why I'm talking like Bill Clinton right now, but that's what I'm doing. Rachel, if you've already done it, let me know. Send me a message. Heather, let me know. If you've already given me a review, no, you do not have to do it again. You're here, you're watching. Send me a message. Let me know you've already sent me that, set up that review, and you're entered for the $50 gift card. Absolutely. Just shoot me a message on Facebook and let me know. Anybody, Kim Sexton, Dockery, thank you for coming on. Anyone who doesn't have an Apple product, let me try to think. Now I want to make sure you guys get on there as well. Heather, I don't know what that word is. I've seen that Trump did, I keep saying, he did tweet that. I don't know how he did that. But anyway, if you did already submit a review, please just send me a message. Let me know. This is my screen name. I already sent a review in. I already gave you a review. Perfect, no problem. And, you're still entered. I just want more people to see it, more people to hear about it. So the deal is eartothere.travel.com/iTunes. Set up a review, a rating, and you're entered into the contest. If you already did it, just shoot me a Facebook message. Let me know you already did it. Give me your screen name, and you're eligible for the contest. That's going to do it. We're 40 minutes tonight. That's a long time. Still have a bunch of listeners or watchers or whatever you guys are on the live show. Now, last week when I tried to sign off and it didn't work. So this week, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remind you to go to eartothere.travel.com to follow me on all the social media stuff. I want to remind you to check out the podcast, the Ear to There podcast, to make sure you, thank you, Mom, for saying great job. I'm going to make sure you guys, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put on a Kylo Ren mask, and I want to stop the video, but I'm going to stop it with the mask on, so I don't look like a crazy person just staring at the screen. So here we go. I'm going to hit the button. Thank you again for watching the Ear to There podcast live. I don't know how to turn the video off. That's why you're here. I'm going to end it now. It won't end. I think I'm still alive. I can't end the video. We're going to have to figure this out. Have a great night. It's not working. Good night.